In the hushed, ivy-clad halls of Miskatonic University, a young graduate student named Sarah delved into forbidden tomes, her mind aflame with insatiable curiosity. Her studies in ancient mythology had uncovered references to a being known only as the Whisperer in the Darkness, a creature of incomprehensible knowledge and power. Sarah was a brilliant student, known for her keen intellect and unyielding determination, but her passion for the arcane secrets of the past was her defining trait. As she delved deeper into her studies, her peers noticed a change in her demeanor. The once vibrant and engaging young scholar became more reclusive, her eyes often clouded with a distant, haunted look. As autumn leaves whispered tales of decay, Sarah's research became an obsession. She spent long nights in the library, poring over archaic texts that seemed to squirm under her gaze, whispering secrets in a language that twisted the mind. Her dreams became haunted by cyclopean structures and the ceaseless, eerie chanting of unseen congregations. Friends and mentors grew concerned as the once bubbly Sarah became increasingly withdrawn, muttering about ancient gods and cosmic horrors. The university's own dark history seemed to come alive around her, with rumors of past students who had vanished under mysterious circumstances while pursuing similar knowledge. One evening, a tattered manuscript caught her eye, its pages crawling with eldritch symbols. It spoke of a ritual to contact the Whisperer, promising knowledge beyond any mortal understanding. Sarah's heart raced with a mix of fear and exhilaration. The temptation was irresistible. She rationalized her decision as a pursuit of knowledge, telling herself that she was brave enough to face whatever truths lay hidden in the shadows. But deep down, a primal fear gnawed at her, warning her of the grim path she was about to tread. With the manuscript as her guide, she prepared the ritual in the university's oldest building, a place rumored to have been founded atop ancient ruins. As the night grew darker, Sarah began the incantation, her voice trembling with a mix of fear and anticipation. The very stones of the building seemed to moan in response, and the shadows twisted in unnatural ways. Sarah felt as if she was standing on the precipice of a vast and unfathomable abyss, her every instinct screaming for her to turn back, yet her desire for knowledge pushed her forward. The air grew thick, reality warped, and for a moment, Sarah thought she glimpsed another world, a place of endless darkness and the eyes of something ancient and malevolent staring back at her. She felt an alien mind brush against hers, vast and cold and infinitely curious. It was a feeling of utter insignificance, as if she were a mote of dust caught in the gaze of a cosmic deity. The experience was both exhilarating and horrifying, filling her with a sense of power and dread she had never known. Days passed, and Sarah's demeanor changed. She became withdrawn, her eyes hollow, and her whispers filled with strange, archaic phrases. Her peers began to worry, but she assured them she was close to a breakthrough that would revolutionize their understanding of the universe. Her assurances did little to ease the growing sense of unease among her friends. They whispered about her behind closed doors, wondering if the Sarah they knew was slipping away, consumed by the very knowledge she sought. But with each passing day, something in Sarah was fading. She was seen conversing in hushed tones to empty air, her arguments growing more fervent and disturbed. Her once brilliant mind seemed overshadowed by an ominous presence that none could understand. Her physical appearance began to change as well. Her once bright eyes were now dark pools of obsession, and her movements became jerky and erratic, as if she were being driven by an external force. The climax approached one stormy night when Sarah led a group of her closest friends to the ancient building. She promised them a revelation that would unveil the true nature of reality. Reluctantly, they followed, their concern for her well-being outweighing their fear. The building loomed before them like a tomb, its ancient stones soaked with the rain and history. As they entered, the air grew heavy with the scent of decay and old books, a tangible reminder of the knowledge that had been pursued and lost within these walls. As they descended into the building's forgotten sub-basement, the air grew colder, and an oppressive sense of dread settled over the group. Sarah's eyes were alight with a feverish glow as she began the ritual once more. The flickering candlelight cast long, sinister shadows on the walls, and the sound of her chanting echoed through the cold stone corridors. Her friends watched in horror as the room seemed to bend and warp around them, the very fabric of reality thinning and tearing at the seams. The world twisted, shadows danced, and an unspeakable horror from beyond the veil of reality seeped into the room. Her friends screamed, but their voices were swallowed by an otherworldly wind. Sarah stood in the eye of the storm, her expression one of ecstatic terror. The air was filled with the sound of ancient alien whispers and the sense of an immense presence just beyond sight, watching, waiting, hungering. When the chaos subsided, the building was silent. The group was never seen again, and Sarah's fate remained a mystery. The university tried to bury the incident, but whispers of the otherworldly terror lingered. Students spoke in hushed tones of the forbidden ritual and the price of seeking knowledge best left unknown. Some claimed that on certain nights, when the moon was just right, they could hear Sarah's voice whispering from the darkness, beckoning them to join her in her eternal quest for forbidden knowledge. Years passed, and the story became a dark legend among the students. They spoke of a forbidden ritual that could open one's mind to ancient cosmic horrors. And in the quietest moments, some claimed to hear a woman's voice whispering from the shadows, tempting them with forbidden knowledge. The tale of Sarah's descent into madness and her encounter with unspeakable horrors became a cautionary tale, a grim reminder of the dangers that lurk in the pursuit of the unknown. The story of Sarah and her encounter with the Whisperer in the darkness served as a grim reminder of the thin veil between our world and the unimaginable horrors lurking just beyond our comprehension. And for those who walked the same hallowed halls, a chilling thought lingered. What lies in wait for the next curious soul to peer too deeply into the abyss? In the end, the story leaves the listener pondering, uneasy in the knowledge that the same insatiable curiosity that led Sarah to her doom resides in us all. The Whisperer in the Darkness is not just a tale of ancient gods and forbidden knowledge, but a mirror reflecting our darkest desires and the terrifying lengths to which we will go to satisfy them.